There is a rising number of influencers being murdered or doing the murdering, and we need to know what the hell is going on.
We're also trying to keep up with the chaos coming out of Love Island, USA, from castmates getting kicked out of the villa to America becoming completely obsessed with Amaya Papaya.
We're recapping all the drama, dumpings, and recouplings heading into the final week in Fiji because apparently the algorithm wants murder and makeouts.
Get ready to sip on some scandal. It is crime, cocktails, and BS.
Yeah, buddy.
Nothing laughing at me. Alrighty, so we're diving in.
Again, hello guys. Welcome back to Crime Cocktails and BS. So happy to have you. I'm Alex,
I guess.
Kaisa, and she forgot how to say hello again.
I guess we're
Well,
happy to have you. I'm just kidding.
there was a thing earlier. I was thinking about doing this. I just want to be like, sup, turds, and realize that's probably not nice.
Sup,
Also, I don't
losers.
think our listeners are turds, but
No,
I
it
feel
could
like,
be.
no, that's not nice.
It's fine.
We have to be nice.
Turds can be an endearing term. Okay?
Who do you call a turd?
My sister.
Oh, okay.
So she's a turd and she listens. So there we go.
Shout out to Kaisa's sister. We love you, Mina.
Tonight's unhinged already.
Yes, it
Yeah.
sure is. Today, we will be talking about murdered influencers or influencers who are murderers. Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
It's happening and it's on the rise. I wasn't lying when I said that. I meant it. And then we're going to Fiji because what the fuck is happening with Love Island USA? We are coming to the final week. We have like a couple that we believe in, and everyone else is shit. We're going to talk about it. We got some controversial things coming with that too. But as always, before that, we're going to dive on into the cocktail corner.
Yes, indeed. This is the beautiful cocktail, the violet filter. This is Empress Gin, pineapple juice, fresh lemon juice, honey syrup, rosemary flowers. I'm obsessed with the flowers, okay?
Cherry in time.
And
Sorry.
then pineapple garnish. And this drink tonight actually has some Prosecco, and I am actually drinking it. So
Oh, she's drinking.
it has a tiny amount, but we're
Sir,
drinking.
she's drinking. It's happening. You are a fan of a top of Prosecco.
I freaking it adds a little like bubble
Zest.
sparkle zest. Yeah.
Bubble sparkle.
Yeah.
We need to get you the glitter, like the glitter you
I
can
was
put
looking
in.
at that online.
Oh, good. I'm glad when you and I are on the same
It's gonna
page.
happen for
It's
sure.
gonna happen. And guys, don't forget, all of our cocktail recipes are on the website. If you still type the W's, it's www.cocktailsmbs.com.
We are millennials.
Aren't
Clearly.
many. We came with the boom, the
Yes.
dot boom. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's what it was
Hmm.
so long ago. Also, my nails match my mic,
It's really pretty.
not on purpose.
Mine are disco balls.
You're so always so much cooler.
I know. I'm just kidding. Just
Good,
kidding.
we gotta go. It's already 8:38 my time. Love Island comes on in 20
We gotta
minutes.
go. We gotta watch
Get
Love
up.
Island. So let's do
We
this.
gotta go. I already signed up for the fact that I was gonna be late and I'm gonna have to turn off all of my like social media so I can watch it
Oh
in
my
peace.
gosh. Yeah, we gotta watch. So let's
We
do
gotta
this.
get rolling. All right, you can go
I can go
first.
first. Okay. This one's crazy, and I'm actually really excited to talk about it because it's insane. And I'm gonna pronounce her name wrong, even though I listened to a bunch of videos to try to figure out how to say it. Tamika Swene Rose Chesser is who we are talking about. This is one of the darkest, most shocking stories I've seen in a while. So just throwing that out there as a warning. If you want to skip over it, go for it. So she was on Beauty and the Geek Australia back in 2010. Did you ever watch that show?
I watched the American one.
Yeah, same.
They're only like one season.
Yeah, I think I watched it like, I don't know. After that, she became an OnlyFans creator, content creator. Her name on OnlyFans is Micah Chesser. She's also a model for Playboy, FHM, and other outlets, and she does a lot of like influencer videos online. So, she's now been charged with murdering her boyfriend, 39-year-old Julian Story.
Right after you plug her OnlyFans. By the way, guys, she people.
By the way, follow her, but then know
No.
this.
Wait, it's like active?
It's active right now. Yeah. Yeah. So listen to this.
What?
It's crazy. This went down in Port Lincoln, a coastal town in South Australia. June 17th, police responded to reports of a small fire in a apartment unit. And when they got there, they found Julian's body in the bathroom, charred, mutilated, and decapitated. So that's lovely. So his head was missing, and as of now, has still not been found.
So the body found,
Body
head
found.
gone.
Yes. Also found was Tamika. She was sitting outside in a catatonic state, but hours before that, she was walking around with her dogs wearing all black, and it looks like she was carrying a bag large enough to hold a head.
Okay.
Very upsetting. Her face is obscured in the footage, but the timeline fits like the whole thing. So they're asking everyone to turn in any dash cam footage, any other videos that might help trace her movements because they've been searching for this head since June 17th.
How long does it take a head to like just
Decompose. I mean, you're gonna find something.
she had the dog? Yeah.
That could be it. Holy shit.
What
You
a theory.
solved it. Oh my God, Alex. That could be it though. They've like dragged all the bodies of water around there. They've like done everything. So it could have been that. Oh my God.
What if she had the dogs eat it? Guys,
Wow.
conspiracy theory.
We
Let's
gotta
go.
contact authorities right now.
Let's
Don't cut
run.
open the dogs though. Just X-ray.
No, 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 no. Like, just help. Well, they
They
would have
wouldn't
gone to
do
the.
that.
Sorry.
Here I am going to the darkest place. Okay. So she's
You
currently
going to the dog's place? I just said I think the dogs ate the head.
I'm losing it.
We're going to hell together,
Yeah,
sister.
we've got
We're
this
good.
together. She's currently being held at James Nash House, which is a forensic psychiatric facility in Adelaide.
Let's
Um,
just say I'm not making new content.
no, she's not making new content. She,
Sorry to all her followers. You're not getting any new content anytime soon.
no, probably not, unless they allow her to have a camera in prison. So she was arrested and taken into custody. According to her court records, she's been charged with murder, improper disposal of human remains, and assaulting a police officer. I guess she attacked the police officers when they found her.
I mean,
She's not doing well.
let's rack up the charges, right? I mean, you're already getting charged for murder. Might as well just like add a few more on top of it.
These sentences are just absurd. So, the mayor of Port Lincoln commented about how shaken the community is. The police said that returning his head to the family is a top priority, which is so fucked up. I hope
That
I hope I'm
is
never waiting for someone's head.
twice.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah. I would just like if God forbid like someone I knew lost their head and we couldn't find it. I would just, just go look for it. Let me know when it's found, but like
yeah.
I don't like don't ask me to identify or
And
anything.
like, what
Like
is the process of returning
at
a
that point,
head?
yeah. Do I have to like sign for it? Do I
Yeah,
have
is
to
it
like
in a box? Is it?
that's so not okay to joke
I'm so
about.
sorry. This is just, we're trying to make light because it's the only thing we can do because this is so
We can't help
broken.
it
Yeah.
sometimes. It just happens. It is late.
We also just like, it's so dark, we have to make jokes to keep it like,
Isn't that
to
why you guys
process it.
come here to like listen to us? Like this isn't
Or we
new
can go
information.
there. Kaya May told the press that this behavior is completely out of character, that she was like catatonic, silent, like not responsive. They said she has a long history of trauma and abuse and that her brain is fried, apparently. She told the Daily Mail, quote, "This is not her. She would never do these things." She apparently recently was like in and out of mental health facilities. They're trying to figure out what could have sparked it, if there was abuse within that relationship, maybe that she just like snapped.
Had a psychotic break. It happened.
Definitely. Yeah, she definitely did. Maybe she had no clue what she was doing. I don't know. It's just super scary. Ongoing. The trial is in December, so we will see what happens, I guess. She's currently in a psych ward, just not answering anyone's questions. So,
Well, maybe that's a good thing for her.
yeah, she needs a like process. I don't know.
That- That's a story.
It's pretty crazy. And there's like really creepy footage of it, of her walking around. So,
Good, thanks. When the footage comes in, I always am like, do I want to watch
ooh, I know.
it?
I know.
I don't know. What I do know
Ooh,
is about
like to hear this.
Valeria Marquez, who was murdered on a live stream. She was a 23-year-old model and influencer from Guadalajara, or the metro area of Guadalajara in Mexico. She launched her public life as Miss Rostro 2021 and amassed 200,000 followers across TikTok and Instagram with beauty and lifestyle content. She was also the owner of the salon Blossom the Beauty Lounge. On May 13th, 2025, she was doing a live stream on TikTok from her salon. Moments before, she was holding a stuffed toy, appeared concerned, and said, "They're coming." A masked man, then posing as a delivery person, entered the salon. She then mentioned an expensive gift, but did not plan to wait for it. Then the assailant shot her in the chest and head, where she then fell instantly and died before paramedics arrived. The live stream continued briefly before someone grabbed her phone and ended the broadcast. Investigators found two men outside who fled the scene.
God.
So it is classified as a femicide, which I didn't know what that
I've been
was, but
seeing
guess
that
what?
word a lot lately.
It's pretty self-explanatory. So thanks to our friends over on the internet, it means the killing of a woman or girl, particularly by a man, and on account of her gender. So, this is per the authorities in the area, highlighting gender-based killing. And the authorities suspect a contract-style hit using a hitman, and which is suggested by the prosecutors.
Whoa.
This occurred in the region controlled by New Generation Jalisco cartel, though it's not proven that it was a direct cartel link. A few hours later, a former congressman was also shot dead nearby, suggesting possible cartel violence escalation. Of course, because she was such a big influencer, fans mourned and left flowers at her salon. Her grave was later vandalized, though, amid
Oh, that's sad.
outrage. President Claudia Sheinbaum and Jalisco's governor expressed condolences, and feminist groups called for justice amid rising femicide rates in Mexico, which is about 10 women being killed daily.
That's really messed up. So it was all like streamed when it happened. That's
Yeah,
so
like that's
fucked.
the crazy part. It was on a live stream.
Oh my God.
So, like, she's just like doing her thing, but she seems to know that something's about to happen to her.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. So obviously this investigation is ongoing. However, there's no one knows how ongoing.
Yeah.
It's not like with yours how there's a court hearing and like trial set up. This is a bit different.
But did
So
someone like warn her that they were sending like a hitman? Like what? I
no one,
don't, it's crazy.
no one knows.
I want to know.
Well, because it's not just even like like it's not just like an ex-boyfriend wanting to kill her or like, something like that happening. It's possible cartel stuff. So
Wild.
I wouldn't want to fuck with a cartel, to be honest.
No, but was she? I need to know.
I need to know more. Oh
Interesting, man.
my God, I'm so sorry. I just got a text. It says, pull Kaisa for a chat and talk about Love Island.
I was like, is she acting? Oh my God, that was good. She surprised me with that transition.
That's what
So,
I thought about that. That came into my mind earlier today. I was
wow.
like, Alex, you can't forget it. I did my like little don't forget thing. Like
Wow. That
there.
was excellent.
Thank you. I didn't know how else to go from murder to
I got a text.
I got a text. I can never get a text the same again after
I
this.
know.
Where do we even start? Should we do like a little like a brief recap?
Sure.
Okay. So quickly, America voted, which if you don't have the Love Island app, I don't know what you're doing. I love voting.
Dane loves to vote, which is hilarious.
We were able to vote, obviously, for our least favorite. I thought it was definitely going to be Shelly, Alandria, and Sierra, but turns out not so much. It was Jaden, Grayson, and Adriana. And then the boys, it was TJ, Austin, and Taylor. And maybe not so shockingly, Taylor was saved. Everyone else got dumped. And because of that, Iris was left single. And so was Brian and Pepe. And that's it. Because
Yeah.
Austin and Jaden were together. They were a couple.
Hmm.
And now I think we'll talk about Sierra after, but Sierra also is no longer in the villa. And now we're down to a recoupling that just happened, which now we have Shelly and Ace, Chris and Huda, which I'm not surprised about either of those. I'm also not too surprised by Pepe and Iris, Alandria and Nick. And then I wrote in all caps, thank God Amaya and Brian are a couple. And now Zach and Elan have both been dumped.
It's like none of them are real couples. It's very
No.
funny.
And oh my God, you know who I forgot on this list was Taylor and Clark.
Yeah.
Clearly, I really think
So
about
they,
them.
I guess they're real couples. I guess
But like, here's my
they're a
thing,
real
and this is
couple.
hard. So obviously, like I've said, this is the first Love Island season I watched. I feel like it shouldn't have taken this long for there to be like, and I'm doing massive air quotes, stable couples.
Yeah. It's not usually like this. They're usually like a few that pop up after like the first few episodes and it stays or they get eliminated or whatever. But
Did they usually like close off earlier?
yeah.
Because I'm like so confused by that. I'm like, if you want to like really make this like you guys are a couple, like shouldn't you be closed off?
And they usually do like movie night and all of that, and that throws a wrench into like the closed off couple. I don't know. It's just they're doing it in a very strange way, and kicking people off is throwing a giant like wrench into the whole game. So like I don't know what happens going forward. It's very weird.
I know I've talked to you about this and I've talked to some other people that there are like it seems like the audience isn't super happy with the fact that we're missing like key nights.
Yeah.
Like the Twitter night, obviously that
Mhm.
didn't happen. It doesn't seem to look like movie night's gonna happen.
Well, like, and if they did it, the whole point of movie night is they show like clips of people whispering about things or like someone making out with someone during a challenge when they were on like Casa Amor or like whatever. And that makes people jealous and mad. And then like that's when the couples have issues. But there's no couple, so like no one's gonna give a shit really except for
Well, I wonder if
Taylor.
Sierra, if like all this controversy with Sierra didn't happen, if they would have had movie night,
Yeah, probably.
show the clips of Nick and Olandria. Because let's face it, he looks way happier with Olandria.
Yeah, and not only that, he who did he like on Casa Amor in Casa Amor? He like chose
Eldasha.
yeah. And he was like, I think
Like,
I like her more
oh,
than
he liked Jaden in
yeah.
Casa.
And he was saying stuff like, I think I would like her better than Sierra if I like he said some things. So I was like, ooh, that's gonna
Yeah.
come back. But
Well, I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room since we've mentioned her name a few times. So Sierra has left the villa, not because she was dumped, but because she used a Asian racial slur multiple times on her social media. And I know you and I are on the same page as this. I think Peacock and the network did the right thing by getting rid of her. I didn't realize that like the day we see is actually like 1 or 2 days earlier. So I think obviously the fans on TikTok and Instagram being like, get her out. Why is she still on our TVs? Like they're showing us like footage from like 2 days before.
yeah.
So obviously like they were working on it, but we're seeing like older footage.
Yeah, it's really weird. And the internet talking about whether she was going to get pulled or not. And like, I don't know. It's very interesting. Yeah, I think they did the right thing. Dane was saying, like, what if she truly didn't really understand what she was saying and like had never heard that word before? Like, I've never really heard people use that, but like now I know it's a bad thing to say. I don't know. But then I guess someone came out saying that someone called her out on that video
Yeah,
like
the
long ago.
screenshot.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, there's a screenshot of that. And then I think the other part of it too is like she now that she's out of the villa,
Hmm.
she has the opportunity to explain herself.
Yeah.
and she has the opportunity to apologize. I think it's going to take a lot for her to have to do that, especially because how the internet and how the audience is perceiving her prior to all this was very much like this girl looks like she's just in it for a brand deal. She has friends who were on previous seasons. She had a Love Island birthday party.
Yeah.
Like she seems very studied
Mm-hmm.
and strategic. And it seems like she knew what she was doing with Nick in the villa, being like, okay, I'm gonna hook onto you. I'm gonna like do whatever I can to
Hmm.
like keep you around. And like there's even clips going around of her saying like the exact same things that Leah said last season.
Yeah. Crazy.
And it's like, what are you doing? Like it's very weird.
Leah's from
Very
San
creepy.
Diego. Um,
Oh shit.
yeah. That was weird and tough to see those comparisons. I was like, ugh. She definitely was trying to really curate everything she said, for sure. Like you could tell she was creating like a persona that probably wasn't who she is outside of this show. I don't know.
No, the persona she wants to be is Iris.
Yeah, it's true.
No, but it's all over the place. She wants to be the cool California girl
Yeah,
who really, yes, they're on a dating show, but it sounds like from Iris's friends, like she doesn't send her men. Like she said, she doesn't date.
yeah,
Like she went on the show to actually find someone, and I think she saw Iris because Iris came in as a bombshell too, and is like, oh my God, this girl is taking my shtick. Like
yeah,
this girl is the persona I've been trying to put out there. What am I going to do? And you can tell every choice, every vote was so strategic. Like choosing to keep Taylor. Like she's
yeah,
been posting episodes about being a girl's girl and needing to like be with your friends, like going after Hutta saying, "How dare you like go after Chris even though both of you are single and Shelly clearly wants to be with Ace. Like, how dare you?"
yeah,
Like if you put it for not being a girl's girl, but then you have the last vote. You could tie it up.
yeah,
Stand by Adriana, go stand behind her, and instead you're gonna go stand by Nick.
yeah,
I mean, sorry, yeah, stand by Nick behind Taylor while Olandria's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I thought you were my friend."
mhm.
Adriana's like, "What the fuck are you doing? I thought you were my friend." Iris is like, "You could have helped try save TJ."
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then she says to Olandria, well, like Nick was the driving force behind my decision. Okay, so clearly you don't think of yourself. You're planning a strategy. And you know, if you stand by Taylor,
Hmm.
Taylor and Clark were voted the least favorite couple on the show. So
She's setting
you think,
herself up for success. Yeah, for
yeah.
everyone to
And then,
vote for her to win. Yeah.
yeah. And then afterwards, which I think this is like we can transition into Amaya, obviously. She then was so buddy buddy with Amaya after that vote because Amaya was voted most genuine.
Hmm.
What was the other one? Like, it was most
It was
genuine.
like
It wasn't like
most liked, wasn't it? Or most,
something like along those lines. It was something about like,
yeah.
oh, that wouldn't talk about you behind your back or something along those lines.
Yeah, trustworthy or something.
Trustworthy,
Yeah.
yeah. Maya got both those, and then her and Zach were voted best couple only because it's Amaya. Like
Hmm.
the country is obsessed with Amaya. And again, you're seeing a girl who she's not having anyone run her social media accounts while she's gone. She's a nurse. She's just clearly being herself.
Yeah.
I feel like truly she's one of like four people in that villa who are actually there for love and not to be like an influencer and get brand deals. And if she is, she's definitely pulling a fast one on me because like
Oh, yeah.
I find her to be so incredibly genuine. I'm obsessed with her.
I really like her. Dane does not. I don't know why. I
Can we
think
find out?
she's funny because she's like silly and goofy and maybe not the smartest, and that's fine. But like also she works in a cardiac unit, so she can't be that dumb. She's just
No,
funny.
I think she's just being herself. And
Okay,
like
and after she won that, she was voted like the top one. Like all the guys flipped too, like the ones that weren't with anyone, like Zach, he was just like trying so hard with her.
yeah, well,
It was
also he had
embarrassing.
just during that voting or the during was it no, during sorry, the male challenge
Yeah.
where they all wrote the anonymous notes. He coupled up with Amaya is now talking shit about her.
Mm-hmm.
Saying like I didn't want to kiss you. It was uncomfortable, but I felt like I had to. I probably shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, and while Austin and Ace are both piling on her, about how she comes on too strong and uses pet names. But then, you know what? I'm glad that happened because then you get the knight in shining armor. You get Brian, who's just like, I'm from the same culture as Amaya.
Hmm.
That's normal. You guys are asking her to like change who she is. Why don't you meet her halfway? Why
Right.
don't you
That
change
was
yourself?
amazing that he did that. But like Nick was like, I just kidding, I like you.
Mhm.
Ew, it made me sad. I was like, don't fall for it. I was like yelling at the TV.
No, I know. But like Amaya, you could tell like on Sunday's episode where all like obviously her and Brian in the moo let's talk about the moo quick.
I'm obsessed.
I love it. Ace is all pissed because Amaya's getting the vote, and then like you said, you see Zach going up to Amaya and being like, "I want to try again. Like I think we have a good connection," and Amaya's like, "Yeah, no, we're just friends." And then Elan's like, "This is my last resort because no other girls likes me." Iris pretty much shut him down and said she liked kissing Pepe more.
Hmm.
Blame her. And so he's like, okay, I gotta try to get in with Amaya because what else am I gonna do? And I'm so glad that like neither of those guys swayed her from
Yeah,
Brian.
same. And she was like so sweet to them, even if they were being manipulative. I don't know. I really like her.
I do
I
too.
didn't like her when she first came in. I just want to say
I mean,
that.
I thought she was a lot.
I was like, oh man, her voice, the like giggling, it's just like trying too hard. But now I see that it's like actually her personality and she's just funny and sweet. So
Do you think the obsession with Amaya is warranted?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, what did she say last night? It was
Sky skiving?
dive skiving.
I like every night it comes on. I can't wait to hear what she says. Like I
Yeah,
really
every episode there are at least like two quotes that come out.
Obviously, we are in our last week of Love Island. So sad. We've gone over the current couples, but do you have any predictions for this final week?
I have no clue what's gonna happen, honestly. I think Amaya needs to win.
Yeah, agreed.
Just her, only her.
Honestly, I agree. I think my thing is like I want Amaya to win, and if she doesn't want to win on her own, then her and Brian win. And if
Hmm.
it's not them, then I would like Chris and Huda to win. My
Yeah.
love for Nicolandria is gone, to be honest. I think when we didn't really have anything else to kind of like be obsessed with or like have some kind of light in our eyes about, Nicolandria sounded great.
Well, and it seems like they're trying too hard to make it work now. They're like, oh, we have to do this and let's go back to that
Yeah, well, I mean,
vibe, but it's not
even,
working.
even hear Alandria be like, wait, has this just been like under my nose this whole time? I'm like, oh, how many rom-coms did they make you watch before saying that? Like,
Exactly.
and
Exactly.
then did you see that clip going around that it's Alandria in her confessional and you
Yes.
Sierra screaming in the background. She's saying, "You can't do this to me,
Yeah.
or you can't do this." So some people are saying maybe it's Amaya screaming because she's always just so loud, but then other people are like, no, it's definitely Sierra. Because you can
Sounds
see,
like Sierra.
yeah. So I guess in the morning clip when Taylor is getting that breakfast ready for Clark and Amaya is trying to like distract her, you can see Sierra in the makeup room.
Oh.
Looks like she's taking all her stuff out. Like she's like,
I need to watch that again.
yeah. So these clips are everywhere. It's like I open
Okay.
my phone now and it's like I just get whacked in the face by,
Wow. Yeah,
yeah.
I bet that was her yelling. Like, I mean, if I were her in her position, I'd freak out too, probably. Like,
I think the crazy thing is too is like so many people have now come out who have been in her corner saying like we don't condone this behavior. Her family came out, her friend that was running her Instagram account
hmm.
can like condone that behavior or doesn't condone that kind of behavior. Her friend that was on Love Island came out and said, I was giving her the benefit of the doubt, but then as like the evidence came out, there's no way I can support her. So people are really, really taking the side of this isn't okay.
Yeah,
And I think the network would have had a huge thing on their hands if they kicked Ulisa out.
and not her. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. On social media, she lost 150K followers in the first 24 hours and then up to 300K now, I think, or even more. So
Yeah.
she's lost like a ton of followers. So she's not getting those brand deals that she was
Like
hoping
Love
for.
Island is out of her bio.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy like what you can do to yourself without even realizing it.
I know. I was like, did I probably said some dumb things when I was younger. Like, will that ever come out? I don't know.
And it's also like
Um, yeah.
what are the background checks like? Like, are they not sifting
Right.
social media? Because that seems like something that would be really important to do.
Yeah.
Go back.
I think the producers of this season are like drop the ball. They did not do their job thoroughly because this hasn't been an issue in the past, but it's also like that climate right now politically that those things are really popping off.
Totally.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, I've never participated in watching a show where this amount of like backlash has happened. But I guess also the show's in essentially almost real time and
Hmm.
on 5 nights a week. So, it's all consuming.
Right. So this is why, like, we love Bravo. We love Bravo, but it's produced and edited and put out like months and months later, seasons later. And this show is so exciting because it is in real time and it's just like, it's happening right now in like a different room, like a different area. Like, we're just right there on the wall watching them. It's really a totally different world, you know? So,
But I think, like you said, it's like we're in a climate right now where
yeah,
everything is like so hot,
hot. Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
by the way, it should be.
Yeah.
If they're going to cast people on these shows, then you should be aware that, like, and I say we, I mean the internet, like, we're going to figure out stuff about these people. We're going to know what they side with politically. We're going to know if they've said something out of bounds, like, be prepared, do the background check, do the work.
It also makes me wonder if this like helped them gain viewers or get more like
Apparently, this is the most
shares
popular season of Love Island.
because of that, or like I want to know because I don't know if it's helping them, but also like the everyone's mad about how we where we are right now without real couples and like I don't know. It's just like changing the recipe of the show.
You're going to have to do something
Yeah.
next season.
Also, I can't remember. I guess I've only watched a couple seasons and I can't remember if how they pick a winner. I cannot remember the how that goes down. And I know they gave last year, oh God, I can't remember their names, but gave the woman all the money and she got to decide if she wanted to split it with him,
Oh, I
with her,
like that.
her and they're still together.
I like that a lot.
So just Amaya Papaya gets
Papaya,
everything.
papaya. I hope that
Yeah.
poppy flavor actually comes out.
Same. I
Like,
love
I
puppy.
will get into papaya if that means I get to try that water.
So cute. Yeah, I don't like papaya.
I like papaya, but I love Amaya.
Yeah, me too.
Oh.
She's cute.
Ah,
I'm excited for tonight's episode.
me
We'll
too.
see what happens.
I know. I can't wait. But before then, we got to get a few quick shots in.
Quick shots.
I like it. I thought there was a beer
You want
song.
me to ask you first?
Sure.
All righty.
As always, I am deathly afraid of what's coming at me.
Should be. I'm
Right.
just kidding. Which Bravo cast member would ruin your life, but you'd still date them? Or you can do a Love Island cast member if you want, just
Would
to keep it on brand.
would ruin my life, but I would still date them.
Like, for example, I would never date him, but Jax would absolutely ruin your life,
I was
but
like,
like he's
when you
kind of
said ruin my
attractive.
life, I was
Yeah.
thinking Jax, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, but would I date Jax? No,
Oh.
no. Probably like Tom Schwartz.
I was gonna say shorts. Oh my God.
Schwartz. I
Yeah.
think he would like unintentionally ruin my life, but I would date him.
Yeah, it would be an accident, but he would like suck as a boyfriend. Yeah. Unpopular opinion. Blank should have been canceled years ago. I'm just setting this up for
Link should have been
it can
canceled.
be anyone, Bravo World or public
Katy Perry
celebrities.
should have been canceled years ago.
Who?
Katy Perry,
Oh, yes. Thank
100%.
you. Agreed. Don't listen to us, Katy Perry. When do you pretend to be chill, but you are absolutely freaking out inside?
All day long.
But is there like something you try to like outwardly be very chill about, but you're like spiraling?
Yeah, anytime I meet someone new, anytime I go on a date, anytime I'm talking to someone, my
But you're
phone.
so good at those things.
When I would have to do sales calls, when I would have to try to convince a client to hire us, when I'd have to give a presentation and be like, hire us, we're so good at this. Like,
You're
all
very good at putting on a show and confident about it.
thanks.
I just start shaking and sweating and like gagging and
Oh my God. It's
good for you though. That's a
part of my brain
tough thing
shuts
to
down.
overcome. Okay. Okay. What's something you gatekeep because people don't deserve it?
How I do my hair.
Ooh. Is it the Dyson hair dryer? Oh wait, you told me what it is. I
Yeah,
won't
and I
tell.
will only tell you once. That is up to you to remember it.
It's the comb that has the hair dryer, right?
This though.
It looks so good. It's like flawless. What the F? Okay. One more. Wait, one, two, three, four.
By the way,
Yeah.
this is real hair. This isn't
Yeah,
extensions.
that's insane.
Sorry, Mormon wives.
How is that insane? Oh my gosh. I'm jealous. The worst advice you ever took and kind of liked.
Oh, anything you've told me to do.
Good. So
I
glad it could be a negative influence.
know. So my favorite is Kaisa, should I message blank? Absolutely, you should. Kaisa, I don't know if this is a good idea. Absolutely, you should. Kaisa, do you think it's appropriate if I get a new bag for my classes that says full of shit? Absolutely, you should get that. What did I say to you before this podcast started today? What did I?
I'm your devil on your shoulder.
You absolutely are. And I love
I
you for
love
it.
to be it.
I like it every single time. When I internally want to do something and I go, oh, maybe I shouldn't, I go to you.
So glad I can just like give you that little nudge
You give me the nudge
to
off the
right
cliff
your
every
life.
time.
Yeah.
It's great. You're not ruining my life though, so we're good. You're
If
not
it were very,
forcing
very
me.
serious, I would be serious and tell you not to.
Yeah.
But
You know, if I
most
was like,
things aren't.
Kaisa, I'm thinking of taking up heroin, you'd be like, let's
Let's
think through.
talk about it. Yeah. For sure.
What's the more suspicious influencer behavior? Filming a crying apology in the car or saying, I'm not like other girls?
The crying thing really just, I can't with that. I'm
By the way,
like, you had time to turn the camera on. You are not actually crying about anything.
also, there's this statistic done or this study done that if you look at influencer or YouTuber apology videos, they're always wearing white because it's supposed to like mean like pure and clean and all that. You are in the villa. What's your cringe but iconic entrance line?
Oh, geez. Oh, God. I'm trying to think of something like funny about being pale. I glow so much that I'm transparent.
Okay.
I can't think of
I
something.
was thinking like, I hope no one burns me. The sun will do enough damage or something.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I will go with that.
By the way, did not chat GPT that. Didn't
Yeah, that
Google.
was impressive.
Yeah. The
I was
brain,
about to ask ChatGTP because I have no clue.
no, it uses up too much. It kills the environment.
Shh.
Who is more dangerous, a clout chasing islander or a soft spoken, quote unquote, nice guy in your DMs or in my DMs because you're married.
Nice guy.
Yeah, agreed.
Hmm.
What is your influencer ick? It could be something like them saying, just here to spread love and light, or all that shit.
Okay, my influencer ick is anyone that has like dog training hard opinions because it's different for every dog and it just annoys the shit out of me when people are like, do not bring your dog to dog parks, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It just annoys me. Also, any person that, yeah, cries on camera, that's one of my, like, I can't handle it. I'm
Also,
like,
like we don't need another get ready with me.
oh, yeah, ew.
We're done.
Unless they're funny, like, unless you're like doing it ironically to tell a different story. I don't know.
Or he just came over because it's bedtime.
You're up so late.
I'm not even joking. Look, he like knows. Ugh,
Bori.
sorry.
We need a Bori cameo always.
Nice. Okay, you want to ask the last question? I'll do it. Okay. What true crime case do you irrationally feel you could solve or you could have solved?
Could have solved. I mean, I basically solved Petito. Petit the
Gabby? Gabby
No.
Petito?
No,
Gary
Papini.
Pepini.
Papini.
Dude!
We do need to talk about Pepito too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Panini. I solved it.
What does Dane
I'm
call it?
just kidding.
The P.
Panini.
What do you think of all this? He's like,
Honestly, I thought about becoming a forensic scientist.
you did.
Like I looked at schools when I was younger, and then I ended up doing like fashion design in Chicago, and then went to
What year
pre-med,
in
and then
Chicago?
I went to the Art Institute for a
What year?
summer thing. I was a summer before college, like I think it was between junior and senior year. Like I got a scholarship.
We were passing ships, man.
Yeah, we were.
Truly were.
It was fashion design.
Crazy ass times.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna shut down this crazy ass time.
We sure are. Because it's time for bed.
It's time for bed. But again, if you enjoyed the unhinged shit show that is Crime Cocktails and BS, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a 5-star review, especially if you liked all the mayhem, murder, and makeouts we talked about. Love the illiteracy. Good job, Alex. Yes, I referred to myself in the third person. That's fine. I'm overtired. But yes, rate, review, subscribe, follow. Check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and any platform that podcasts are on, including YouTube, so you can see our wonderful faces. And we will be doing a giveaway for our 5,000 followers when we hit that
Woohoo!
milestone. So excited. It is coming quick. So
Really
if you're
exciting.
not following us on Instagram, you won't know about it
You
or
gotta
know how
follow
to
us.
enter. You got to follow. Check us out at Crime Cocktails and BS. It's not that hard. Just a little
Awesome.
button press.
Click.
Like, remember when you had to like and poke and all that shit?
Yeah. The pokes.
Can I tell you, I really miss having a top 8. It really kept people in check.
It sure did.
Also, I miss having like every other letter a cap and lower. And then
Same, the stars and the
like,
squigglies. Yeah.
yeah, like a crazy emo song is like my background music on my way.
Definitely Coldplay lyrics or something. Yeah.
I definitely had Mayday Parade on there at one. No, maybe not. No, Jack's Mannequin was on there at one point,
My
probably.
Chemical Romance.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
of course.
I think Taking Back Sunday was probably on there.
Yeah, taking back some.
Jimmy Eat World at some point, and that's it. And on that note, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you for listening, watching.
Bye.